We've all seen somebody run through a bag of chips, run through a box of cookies. Easy, right? That's not a problem, right? We can keep going. How many of you guys have seen somebody eat 6 apples in a row? Who the hell does that, right? Why? Because one apple has the calories you need, it has the fiber you need, it has the vitamins you need, and it has the minerals you need. You are satisfied. Your body doesn't need any more calories. You eat a donut, you get the calories, but you're missing all the fucking nutrients. So it's crying for more nutrients. So it's like, I'm not done, I need more, give me more. So you eat another donut, guess what happens? You don't get anything out of it. Again, you just get calories that get stored as fat, and then we gain weight, right? So easy way to look at things, right? Get foods that your body actually needs. And that's where, like, I am not in a camp. So I'm not the if it fits your macro guy, I'm not the paleo guy, I'm not the low carb guy, I'm the lifestyle guy. I think if you want to do paleo because that's what you believe in, then I think you should do paleo. And I'll show you how to work it into your lifestyle, right? So the key here is yes, I fit things like this that are shitty for me into my diet, but I make sure that my diet, 90% of it, 85% of it, sometimes just 75% of it, I'm getting what I need. Very confusing, very hard to manage, very stressful, very overwhelming to track every day, to focus on, I got to track numbers and math and macros and calories and all this stuff. And, you know, like Luke is a big preacher of the habit system, right? We always do the habit, the handful. And I love that. I wrote the handful diet that we use for tons of people. Like, I think that's great. But I also think that this can be applied without it being overwhelming. You can manage this with a lifestyle. A lot of people say, are you going to track calories the rest of your life? I could if I wanted to. It's really not that hard. But I could eat today, and I would be very close to hitting my macros without tracking anything because I built habits, and I know what my body needs each meal, each day to feel good and to get results. Macros are macronutrients, right? Macronutrients are the bulk of our calories. Micronutrients are the smaller pieces, right? So micronutrients are vitamin C, vitamin B, fiber, minerals, things like that. Macros are proteins, fats, and carbs. Those accumulated together throughout your day equal your macros. So a lot of people are like, well, I hit my macros, but now I'm trying to look at my calories too. It's like, well, if you just hit your macros, your calories will be in check. It's a math equation. Like, does anybody have a question of what calories are, what macros are? A calorie is technically the energy needed to raise the temperature in your body, right? So that's like from a scientific term. So a calorie is energy. I get thermodynamic heat going in my body, and I get fired up. That's energy, right? But essentially, it's just what we take in and what we take out. So our calories are the measurement of our total daily energy intake and also our expenditure. So what we're using to walk, breathe, sleep, recover, build tissue, train, whatever it is. Sit there and listen to me talk. That takes energy, right? Just sitting there. I hate being in a camp. I hate people that like really demonize foods, like clean eating. There's no clean and bad food, guys. There isn't. There's just food that is better for us or tastes better. I mean, really, right? There's never like, and you got to listen to your body too. Like, how do you feel? So I feel great when I eat oatmeal, when I eat veggies, when I eat fruit. So it's a carb, but is that bad? Not at all. But veggies do fall in the carbohydrate. Now, I could do a whole presentation on carbs because there's low glycemic and high glycemic. So the way it affects your body, the way it affects insulin and blood sugar and all these different processes in your body hormonally. But at the end of the day, we just want to focus on tracking overall intake, right? Managing your macros and calories will help you us eat to perform better, create a deficit, or create a surplus so we can either A, lose weight, or B, gain weight, right? Portion our total calories into specific macronutrient ratios, which helps us better guide our metabolism, our results, fat loss, muscle gain, things like that. And it creates awareness for accountability. And that's the big thing, guys. Like, if you're not tracking, you're unaware, right? What do you eat on a daily basis? If this happens to me so much. Will you help me with a diet plan? All right, well, what are you doing right now? Oh, well, you know, I eat clean. Oh, okay, well, what does that look like? Well, you know, I mean, I eat this. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know where your calories are. I don't know what your issue is because it's not that you're not eating clean. It's that it could be lack of protein. It could be too much calories. It could be too much fat. It could be not enough fat. So you're hormonally suffering, right? So tracking builds awareness and it builds accountability. Nobody wants to put a donut in MyFitnessPal when they know that their coach is friends with them on MyFitnessPal, right? You're a great example of this. Come to me and you're like, man, I'm trying really hard, right? And it's like, well, where are your calories at right now? And we tracked and we learned that you're not eating enough. And it's like, well, I'm eating less. Shouldn't I lose weight? Well, essentially, I'm reverse dieting you, right? We're going to slowly bring up your calories while you lose body fat because your body needs, because it's metabolic adaptation, right? So your metabolism has adapted to a lower calorie intake, which is not optimal, right? So the point is that's going to take time, right? And as you know, we up protein first because it makes the most sense. It's really hard for our body to store protein as fat. So we up that first to get her metabolism cranking up and get her to a healthier calorie intake while we can lose body fat, right? But it's a slow process, right? And I think everybody knows here, because you're part of Vigor, this is a lifestyle. This is a process. If you don't have the Handful diet, it's free. Go to my website. I'm going to make you sign up for my newsletter, and then you'll get it for free. You'll get an automatic email that sends it to you at boomboomperformance.com. But the Handful approach can literally lead you to hitting your macros without really focusing on tracking specific numbers. Right? Our body utilizes carbs better than protein and fats for fuel, right? It uses protein not really for fuel, but for recovery. Our immune system, all the tissues in our body, muscle, all that stuff, right? That's what protein's for. Veggies give us a little bit of fuel because they are carb, but they're very, I can eat like 2 handfuls of broccoli, and it's as much as like this little tiny palm size of rice, right? So broccoli's still carbs, it gives me energy, but I can consume more of it, right? And that's where we get like our fiber and our minerals and and same with the fruit too. But fruit, because it's more of a sugar, we can use that as fuel too, right? So my recommendation for people is usually to save carbs for after their workout. So my goal with all of you guys is not to train you for the rest of your lives, right? If I can teach you over the course of a year, 2 years, how to live a lifestyle that's going to produce more results, make you feel better, and live longer, then I succeeded.